Greetings everyone, and welcome to the Mandela Equation, which is what I'm calling it now. These videos are intended to be rough draft videos, which is why I do not post the screenshots to the We Are Happy at CERN video yet. This is an analysis for my group. These are private link videos. That's what they're intended for. If they go public, it's either unintentional or I got really lazy and decided not to do a final draft. So we are on the second layer, which I just called the code markers on this section. So we already went over these first code markers. We simply divide by 2 because 2 is all over this video. And then we get the 15 seconds and the 30.57, 45.8, 61.14, and etc., etc. And then you'll instantly notice that, of course, because you're dividing by 2, 1 and line 2 match. So this code tells us that that at the line 1, meaning the 15-second marker, and this line at the, well, maybe I'll change the code. I mean, there's a lot of ways of doing code breaking. Let's just maybe keep it simple. We have these numbers match. So that's the, oh yeah, I put it all down here. So 1 and 2 need to match. And the 1 and 2 marker is going to be our 31 second. Then down here I said 2 and 4 need to match. So this is our next marker, 61.14. So these two are the meaning. And then we have 3 and 6. So this is going to be our next meaning. And notice we're missing lines 5 and 7. Since they're missing, and we're using a different code here, I'm going to say the meat is going to be in line 7, because when we round up these numbers, you take the 31, you round it up, and you get the 4. You round up the 5 and the 1, and you get 6. So I call this the Hebrew code here and the CERN code here. And basically, I'm skipping around codes. I'm probably confusing you, but anyway, let's just stick to the 31 seconds. Adds up to 4. It's the 61. 61 adds up to 7. 2 and 4. You break it down, and you get 7. 7 plus 7 plus 4 equals 9. So they're trying to tell us, I think 9 is the important thing in this code breaker. And the line 7, it has all those 9s in it, and this is one of the things that are missing, along with line 5. So it's almost saying line 5 could be the 5th error that you're going to completely miss out on if you don't get the main meaning of the last line. So that could be the code. So there's a code that I'm going to work on. So now I have my decipher code, so I go back to the video, and at 31 seconds we have that man. He's in the tunnel, but he's outside the collider in the free fall position of parachute, signifying that they have not achieved on getting man into the tunnel yet. So they have not had a technological I can't. Sometimes I have a speech impediment. You folks don't know that. Technology breakthrough. Sorry. I have to really focus. It's only 4 o'clock here, and no, I'm not drunk. I have a speech impediment. I have to really focus on words sometimes. So next, we're going to go to the 61 seconds, which is also a minute 1. And here we have the agriculture scene. And you can see the buildings in the back. The agriculture is signifying the old ways, the craft, ancient arts. With the Freemasons, that's their, what is it, the operatus mendum, or whatever that fancy word is. That's what they operate on these days. My understanding is they don't use a whole lot of high tech, at least the old craft does not. So they're saying, get out of the dark ages, get out of your old craft, come join us in the background is the modern world. We got all these nice, neat toys and technology, and we can help you out. So this is just a complete advertising video to the 33, the Freemasons, to get on board, in my opinion. That's what every layer shows over and over again. Join us or you'll be left in the dark. We got the technologies, what I'm hearing over and over. So then we want to look at the third line, which is 91.71 rounded.
Alright, so I decided to throw in a couple of screenshots here. So let's go back to the what did I say? 15-minute marker. All right, let's go back here and over here. And oopsie daisy, that was the wrong thing to do. I'll have to fix that later in the video. Alright, so at the 15-second marker, we have the man. He's showing that we are splitting realities. You know, we can move them, we can go up and down, we can manipulate time. You know, we can pretty much do anything we want. This shirt, I get into this, I think I did cover the shirt in the last video. And then, you know, his shirt says Player One, rock and roll, and yada yada. And then he plugs his nose, saying we're going to take the plunge. We're going down, meaning we have figured out the math. We believe we can mirror technology, and we can go down into another reality, mirror reality. Once you go down, then you have this cord here. You will notice that this cord is upside down to us, but when you flip it, it is the exact same thing pretty much as the Player 1, Player 2 screen that we show you later in the video. So, and of course, I covered the Alice hat, and red is team. There's the red team, blue team. There's a black team. There's different teams, so they're signifying red team. I mean, the symbolism just goes on and on and on. The next thing I think I forgot to show you was the agriculture scene, which is we have the agriculture in the foreground I talk about, and we have the modern world in the background, and you can see it's completely split, but it could morph together if you go to the left, which is to them. So if you want to maintain status quo, stay back in the ancient arts of the crafts, good luck. But if you move over here, we got some nice toys over here. We can begin to melt reality and kind of. Anyway, I'm getting the onion layer 3 and 4. This is onion layer 2, video 2 right now. And then let's I think we're up to speed on that. So let's go back to the narrative.
We got 92 seconds. It gets a minute. Was it a minute 32? So we have a minute 32, and we have the woman who leads us left again. Remember what I said earlier. They always use women to distract us, to misguide us, to lead us, and the woman leads left, meaning the woman will lead us all to the Luciferian way. She's the leading us the way. She's the smoke and mirrors. So maybe they're saying as long as you use your old craft and technology and use your smoke and mirrors, you can continue to go in the Luciferian way. You can keep your old ways, but we're going to throw a new twist into everything for you. We're going to get you up to speed, is what CERN is saying. So then, let's just, for the heck of it, look at the 233 marker. I'm missing line here, which is, I'm sorry, again, we have agriculture again. Am I doing? Well, anyway. So anyway, you guys get the code. I'm still working on all this stuff. So then we go into the minute. Why am I? Oh, minute 32. Oh yeah, we have the women misleading us. I'm sorry. That's why confusing. I'm reading double notes. So we have the woman misleading us. So now we're going to the missing part, which is at a minute 16. In this scene, they're re-emphasizing the main meaning here, which is they show an agriculture scene, which is to their left, and what I write here, and there's a woman to the right. But anyway, the camera starts to pan as the camera's looking at the scene to the left, which is their right, saying that we're get away from your old Luciferian way.
All right, so I think we have another screenshot for that one, and it's right here is what I'm talking about. So we have the agriculture scene to their left. A guy, we covered this guy in the stripes later on in other videos, and then we have the modern world, and you can see him. Let's go over here, and it just, look at this crazy shirt. There are no accidents. I mean, like we can analyze this thing to death, but that's not our purpose. We're here to decipher the code. So let's move on to the next decipher.
Come to the right with us to the modern world, and let's work together and get us up to speed.
Let's back that up a minute.
And what I write here, and there's a woman to the right. But anyway, the camera starts to pan as the camera's looking at the scene to the left, which is their right, saying that we're get away from your old Luciferian ways, come to the right with us to the modern world, and let's work together and get us up to speed. This is what they're proposing. And then at a minute 47, and the other missing lines, so 5 and 7 probably match. They're basically saying, if you join us from the get out of the old ways, join us to the modern world. Line 7 at a minute 47, we have the man, now he's inside the Hadron Collider. So they're saying they have the technology to get man in there to do all the things they want to do, and I'm not even going to get into all that. That's
all right. So show you that screenshot real quick here. Where do I need to go? Am I here? Here. Here we go. Yes, here it is. So now the man is inside the Hadron Collider, the LHC. Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 particles. Wow. I could go into that. We can talk about these colors. You blow this up, it's a hexagon. You got, the tunnel. They purposely show 3 rings. 1, 2, 3. You go into my paper. There's quantum physics, general relativity, and the invisible realm. So they're representing the 3 fields of physics. You have to go through my CERN for Dummies videos. There's a 3rd field of physics that everyone doesn't know about. It's classified. So there is a 3rd field of physics they don't want you to know about. So they are signifying here that they have figured out the 3 fields of physics. I'm not even going to that. The sky, you add up all these stripes. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, yeah. All right, let's go. Fine, we'll go there. Let's go there. All right, so you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This guy has 15 stripes if you count it correctly. The 15 is referring to the magic square of 15. The magic square of 15, boy, it took me hours to explain this to you and all the significance, but in layman's term, they are these numbers. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers. 9, I'm saying that for a reason. We'll get into that later. And any way you add this up, 2 plus 7 plus 6 is 15. 9 plus 5, you get the idea. You can even go diagonal. And what is this? 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh, 6, 6, 6. Where have we heard this before? Oh, wake up, ding dong, hello. Is anybody listening? 666. Are you beginning to get this code? Anyway, well, let's just. So, what they're basically saying is they have mastered the magic square. If you go back to my, let's find this real quick for you. All right, so when you have the 3, the 5, the 7, the 1, 4, and you have all these numbers. All right, what is this? 3, 5, 7. Can you remember that? 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. This is also a tic-tac-toe board. If you've ever played tic-tac-toe, it's impossible to have an X, 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 and no O's. What they're signifying here is they found a way to cheat. According to the math, they found a way to cheat, and we can just go X, 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 and the other person will not even be able to make a move. They won't even be able to make a move. We found a way to cheat, and we can take mastery control of this. Well, that's what they're promising, but folks, they didn't deliver. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that opened up their checkbooks that are really pissed off right now because they promised everything and they didn't deliver. So let's move on.
Later on, the man appears to be lost in the tunnel. I mean, they can do anything they want with him. He's spinning around. You'll notice that there's 7 particles. 7 is really key. And what's really interesting is that the man, his jumpsuit has 15 stripes on it if you count it up, which leads us back to the 15, the magic square 15. So the whole main meaning to this is they have the technology to get man inside the Hadron Collider. They can do anything they want. They can master the magic square of 15. They have everything they need for complete mastery to take control of basically the universe and become gods. Is what I'm getting for the main meaning out of the second layer. Let's see. Well, let's just move right along to the next layer of decipher. The third layer that I went over, and I'll get into all this center part later. So now what we want to do is go back to our Hebrew poetry, where line 1 matches 7, 2 matches 6, 3 matches 5, the middle is the meat. It's dividing by 7, so we treat it as a paragraph now. So everything that happens in a minute to 31 seconds, there's a lot of symbology there, which I'm not going to go into. So that we're sticking to this decipher code. Remember, when you're deciphering something, you have to ignore like 90% of all the other stuff that's going around you, or you miss the main point. So, line, I'm sorry, I got so many notes here. I need to scramble back here. And Brian is working on giving me screenshots for all these markers, so when we do the final video, we're going to put all the markers in. Oh, this is my full-blown analysis. I'm sorry. Where did I put that? Okay, here we go. I found it. So using the 0 to 31 seconds, the main thing that I get out of this, they're saying we have it all planned out and everything is under control. From 2:34 to 3:34, what I get out of that is get on board. They're showing the 33 truck in the background. They have the 9. They're saying that we've learned to split dimensions. We can mirror reality. You notice in that the game player 1 is a 6-4 and a 4-6. Draw a line in the middle. 6 and 4 is 10, and the other side is 10. They learn how to. They have the technology. They're saying they've done the math. They can mirror reality, split dimensions, and they can. There's also I didn't cover this later. That you'll notice in 2 scenes. There's a woman. She starts off waving her legs, symbolizing the wave particle, which also when you move between dimensions, everything starts to wobble. That's one technology. There's a lot of technologies to move.
So I'm basically giving you a teaser here for the next video. I'll let you listen for a little bit, and then I'll give you the screenshots and analysis later. We got like 3 more videos to go, so you can get the full comprehension meaning. But the bottom line is, it's an advertising video, and they failed, and they didn't deliver. And we have a lot of pissed off people that open up their checkbooks, and they're angry. I can guarantee it, and they're being asked to fork out a bunch of, like another $1 billion to fix CERN. We'll get into later what's going on with CERN. They had a major mishap over there.
The dimensions. I see multiple technologies throughout my experiments I got dragged into. But the one technology is everything starts to wobble. She's saying that humans have now achieved the wobbling technique, the wave particle function, where they can manipulate reality and split it. And that's what they're showing in the background. It says the LHCb in white on top, and then there's a mirror of it in the back in black. And she starts off waving at the bottom. Later in the video, she's waving it, her hands up top, again paralyzing, and the same signs in the back.
Again, this is a teaser. I'm gonna analyze this later and do another video. I'll do all the screenshots and show you this, folks. So this is just a preview for the next video.
Background, and you'll notice that she's dressed all warm for the first time in this video. She's looking, with a nice tight shirt and jeans earlier, but the reason she's all dressed warm is she's saying that it's really cold when you go through dimensions. Well, sometimes depending on what technology you use. But anyway, so she's all dressed up really warm, meaning she's ready to go. She's ready. she's got all her equipment, and the scarf is dangling down, meaning they're getting ready to split the two dimensions. So that's what that is all saying. So, so 1 and 7, they're basically saying they got everything planned out. It's under control. They've learned they can split dimensions. They can do anything they want. We can create our own reality. That's what they're saying to everybody who can understand the code. Now let's move on to sentence 2, meaning 102 to 132 has to match 234 to 303. What I get in this paragraph is we have all the math and the physics figured out. So they have all the math and all the physics figured out is what I get from that whole sequence. Again, I'm going to do an individual breakdown of all the symbology later. This is decipher code mode. And then in the sentence, in the 6th from 234 to the 303, you'll notice, I'm trying to make this short and sweet, but basically they're saying get off the fence. The Freemasons are on the fence. They're saying get off the fence, join us, and if you boot us, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Basically, this is a scene where there's 2 women dancing in front of that game player scene, and you'll notice that her leg is in between 2 spots, and her arm is exactly in the middle of 2 spots. So her arm and her leg are exactly in between 2 spots, signifying they're not get off the fence, choose a side. And her pants, the left pant, and everything, all the lines are straight. The right leg, everything, or is it the left leg? The left leg, everything's all wavy and wobbly, saying, take the Luciferian way, the left way, we can wobble everything, we can do whatever we want. But if you boot us, because there's another scene where she's like booting the guy, you'll see that all the pants, the lines on the outside of her pants are straight, and then the middle is all wobbly, they're saying if you boot us, then you're going to miss out on all this stuff in the middle. You're going to miss out on this technology. You're going to miss out on us, wobbling and moving and sliding back and forth between dimensions. Real quick, it also, everyone wants to know what is the shirt. The guy in the beginning of the scene at 15 seconds, he's holding his nose, taking the plunge, meaning he's going under. His shirt says player 1 on it, rock and roll. That's like, let's get ready to rock and roll. His shirt, you'll notice, to me, I don't know what it is, but to me it looks like 2 worlds, and there's a slide wobbling between the 2 worlds, and you see a guy going up the slide. So they're showing that they've learned to split between 2 realities, and they can wobble themselves, because when you move between dimensions, it's a really wobbly, wild experience, and it's not fun. You guys may think it's cool that I got to experience this. No, it's not fun. Just trust me. When they're using technology to go through dimensions, it's not fun. There's also one that crushes your body, and you can feel your rib cage crushing, and that's just really nasty. That technology they use. Dimensional travel between worlds has been going on for a long time. They're basically saying that humans now have this technology, and we don't have to rely on their alien buddies anymore. So, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Going to the third one, 102 to 132. And hopefully you don't think I'm crazy. I've actually been involved in a lot of experiments, black ops, off the book, illegal crap up the yin yang.